Hi Pisces, welcome to your November reading. So I'm Jody with Soul Purpose Tarot. If you're new to my channel, I appreciate you stopping by. I know there's a lot of people out there you could be watching. If you have been here before, welcome back. I appreciate you coming back. And I would love it if you would subscribe, share, like, give me constructive criticism. I am always open to that. I wanted to make these readings as meaningful as possible. And if you've got anything to say, I promise I won't take it personally if it's not positive. So tell me what you think. Okay, Pisces, let's see what's going on in November for you guys. I think I have a couple of friends, Anne Marie and Anne, that are Pisces. So let's see what's going on for you guys. All right. Yep, that'll work. We got 6 cards there. Let's see what's going on. So right at the moment, you are in the Empress position, which means that you are feeling pretty good about things. You've turned a corner. You've done something recently that you feel very proud of. And that's always a good feeling to have, is you've done something that you feel proud of. And I feel like it has something to do with some emotions. Letting go of some emotions, releasing some emotions, telling somebody something that needed to be said. The upright position is somebody who's kind of almost looks like he's a little bit smug, and he's like he's got everything all figured out. But he was in the reverse position. So I feel like it's just more of a kind of a I don't feel like you're cocky about it, but you told somebody something that needed to be told, and you're feeling very proud of yourself about that. The 3 of Pentacles in reverse. So I always look at this one when it's in the upright position. I feel like it's somebody that's looking at his budget, and they're kind of worried about their money. But because this is in the reverse position, I feel like you're kind of past that point right now. It's like maybe you were worried about some money at some time, but right now it's kind of like everything is kind of steady. The Page of Swords in reverse. So usually that's an immature, in the upright position, it's an immature energy of thoughts, but it's not immature because it is in the reverse position. So you are very clear in your thinking right now. You've gotten a grip on something that was stressing you out, or some thinking that you had that was maybe negative. You've flipped that around to a more mature way of thinking about things. And then the next one was Page of Pentacles in the upright position. So I feel like you've got some creative energy when it comes around to making some money, some new money. Some creative ideas of making some money is what it feels like. I don't know, like, I don't know where that came from. It was like knitting. You were like knitting something for Christmas presents. It was like you came up with this idea. It was like, oh, I could do this. And, you know, I could sell this for people for Christmas. Or you like just came up with some sort of new ideas to make some money that just kind of came out of the blue. And then the next one was the Magician that came in the reverse position. So the Magician is usually about manifesting, but it was in the reverse position. So I think that is telling me that while you've got how would that play in? You've gotten some new ideas about how to make some money. You're not confident about manifesting it. You still have a few doubts in your mind about how to make that come to fruition. We just need to turn that Magician upside down or back around so you can manifest it and make some new beginnings. I'm going to do a clarifier card on that. But because the first one that came up was the Empress position, or the Empress, that's, you pretty much have everything under control. It's, more so than sleepless nights and whatever. That's way too many. All right, Pisces. What else do we got here? Five of Pentacles. Okay, well, this is just, that's always like you're out in the cold, so you're not feeling out in the cold. So I feel like you're feeling pretty confident. This whole thing feels like you're feeling relatively confident about a decision that you made, about a conversation that you made. You're feeling pretty confident about your money right now. It's hard to argue with that. Let's see what kind of emotions come along with that. This came up first: resistant, rebellious, defensive, and closed. But what I feel like is that you are not being resistant anymore. You finally realized that you were your own worst enemy. And so instead of being resistant, you decided that you were going to go with the flow. And that's why you're feeling rather confident at the moment, is that you are not resisting the universe anymore. You're kind of like, all right, I'm going to let this play out the way it's supposed to. I'm going to let the universe lead me to whatever abundance that I need. And the next, you're feeling proud. That goes right along with what I was saying. You had a conversation with somebody. You did something that with your budget, whatever you did was a big emotional stepping point for you. I don't know how to say that. And I do know that this applies to somebody. So this does fit right along with what's going on. What's this say? That says hopeless. What are you feeling hopeless about? Pessimistic, despondent, and defeated. I feel like the word pessimistic is, even though you're feeling very confident, every once in a while those pessimistic things creep up in your thought processes, because that's how you used to be in the past. So you're not going to turn over a new leaf overnight, and you're not going to just suddenly everything's going to be all peaches and cream, because you were a certain way for a long, long time. You made some shifts, but every once in a while you kind of go back into that negative thinking, and it doesn't last very long, but it still creeps in occasionally. So this says receptive, open, accepting, and welcoming. And I feel that's you being open and welcoming to what the universe is going to bring you as far as manifesting. But at the same time, you're feeling a little exhausted, because I think you've been working a whole lot. Mentally, you've been working a lot. Physically, you've been working a lot, trying to get some movement forward. And yes, self-improvement and self-work stuff can be very exhausting. But you're trusting the universe to take care of things for you. Okay, so let's see what Whispers of Healing have to say. You know what? I don't want to do those right now. I'm going to do this. These are messages from guides, higher self, oversoul. Answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? Only you will know the answer to that. Perhaps this idea that you have about making some extra money is your soul's purpose, and that's what's calling you, and you're excited about that. That's why you're feeling confident, is, it's something that's going to fulfill you, and you want to move forward with gusto. Birthing a new age. Birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. And that's kind of what the end of that was saying, was you've got some ideas for some new creations. Perhaps it is your soul's purpose. and your reason for being here, and you're excited that you're finally going to be fulfilling your reason for living. Sometimes that's the best thing in the world, is figuring out why the heck you came down to earth in the first place. I think mine was to help keep all of my friends from losing their dang minds. I feel like I've been getting a lot of calls lately of friends who are kind of having issues, and I am the one that talks to them and tells them why they're feeling the way they are. Wait, postpone, pause, say no. What is that saying no to? What are you saying no to? Distractions. You're saying no to distractions. You've got focus. Say no to the people that are going to pull you out of your path and out of your way. The negative people that are going to try to say, oh, that, you're going to find them. I think if you have some ideas, don't tell everybody in the world about those ideas, because there's always going to be the ones out there that can find out why it's not going to work. Years and years ago, it was after the market tanked, the real estate market tanked. I was doing anything and everything that I could, trying to figure out how to make money. And I started this thing called the Soulmate Detective Agency, because I always liked matchmaking and doing like single mingle groups and stuff. And I remember somebody making a comment to me about how they couldn't believe that I was quitting real estate or something and was going to go into this. And I was just like, I'm like, I already had enough doubts in my mind. I didn't need anybody adding any doubts to it. So just be careful who you talk to when you are birthing these new creative ideas, because if you don't keep yourself involved and talking with the right people, you can have the wrong person say something to you and it'll just totally derail you. It'll make you question why you were thinking about this in the first place, and you'll be just like ready to throw your hands up and give it up in a heartbeat. So I feel like that's what it's saying, is say no to the people who are going to do that. And you should know by now who the negative Nellies in your life are. Usually it's family members. A lot of them are. And this is, where are you being called to journey to? I do feel like, I'm like, there's a lot of stuff in here that feels like this is some sort of calling to start doing your soul's purpose for this creative idea that you've got coming down the pike. So whatever it is, that's pretty cool. Gosh, this feels like an awfully short reading. Is there anything else? Let me think here. Is there anything else that they want to add? No. It feels like this is it. You are on your way to a new era of trusting the universe, finding your soul's purpose. Go with it. Don't let anybody talk you out of it. And I will see you middle of November. Thanks.